So you and Blackbear kind of had like a history with each other
Yeah,
doing music,
absolutely.
and I gotta say, "Hot Girl Bummer" was like one of my favorite songs of
It's
last year.
amazing. Me
I
too.
played that shit so many times,
Yeah, went
over and over
platinum. Shout out
again.
to my boy Bear. Congrats on that
Yeah,
record for
throw open
sure.
your Birkin bag, hook up with someone random, like the lyrics just hit. You know,
He's good. He's good with that.
he's
He's
really like
he's
good with kind
really
of like
good.
just capturing that specific type of scene.
And just calling those type of girls out. He's
Yeah.
amazing. He knows what to say to like really get under their skin. I love it.
How did you guys initially hook up?
Um, it was actually super wild. I remember my manager Sam. He told me he's like, "Yo, this dude Blackbear wants to remix rock with us." And I was like, "Who's Blackbear?" So like, I went on SoundCloud and I like listened to all his music, and I'm like, "Yo, I'm a fan. Like this fool's sick. Like
Yeah.
super sick." I hadn't heard much like that. The way he toned his voice down and high and everything was like wild. And then I think it was like the next morning or maybe 2 days after that, I woke up, my phone just like thousands of notifications on Twitter, like Blackbear this, Blackbear that, Blackbear this. And I'm like, what's going on? And Sam's like, yo, like Blackbear dropped a Rock With Us remix on his SoundCloud. And I'm like, where? I didn't even send him the record. He must have just like chopped it and like chopped the part of the beat and like recreated it. But I was like, all right, sick, cool. And then I think like a week later, we're going back and forth talking, and it was like, yo, come to my house. And it's me, you know? So I went to his house, we got in the studio, and the first time we met, we made Smoke and Drive.
Mm.
He played that record, Pilo. I just sent him the beat. He had just laid the hook, and I was like, whoa, like you made this with me in mind, you know? 'Cause he's talking about like the 405 and stuff. And I was like, I grew up on the 405. Like this is the only freeway that goes through Huntington Beach. Like I have to get on this. So we called Pilo, and he's like, yeah, it's good. Pinch is cool. So that was crazy experience. The first time that we ever met, I was just like, we supposed to work together.
Okay. And now your new album, which is actually your debut album,
Yeah.
it's coming out through Black Bear's
Yeah,
label?
through Bear Trap distribution. It's through Bear Trap and Foundation Media.
Okay.
They're distributing the project for me.
Okay. And the name of this album is Back to the Beach.
Yeah, back to the beach.
Because this is back, you've done the LA thing,
Yeah.
the Hollywood thing, and now you're coming back to Huntington Beach.
Yeah,
That's what it kind of
it starts off
personifies.
like a kid. It's really like my story of what happened. You know, just a kid from the beach, and I did everything I did in the beach and felt like I needed more, wanted to see more, explore the world type vibes. And came to LA, the music industry, experienced all that. And just like after so long, just got over it. Like the fakeness and all like the things people are interested in. I just couldn't relate fully, even if I wanted to act like I could or change myself to fit in. I was like, I'm over this, you know, like I just want to go back to the beach and be comfortable where I'm at. Like my family, my friends, and like the stuff that really matters, you know what I mean? So that's why this album, I tried to put so much into it of just like real raw emotions of how I've been feeling and like how I'm like over the stuff I've been seeing in LA, because I feel like everyone comes to LA and they just glorify everything. No one tells the truth about certain things, you know? They don't want to like, they don't want to let people know that they're actually sad or miserable or don't want to be there anymore. They want to everyone back at home to think, yeah, it's the best place ever. It's lit. This, that, and the other thing. Everything's good, but that's not the vibe for me. You know, I kind of seen through a lot of it, so I wanted to spread that message out there to the world.
Okay. And who's on this project with you?
Got a bunch of people. My boy Cisco Adler executive produced the whole thing. A bunch of like Maddox, all the people I grew up producing with and whatnot. I made sure they were on the album. Got Ronnie J on there. A bunch of people I worked with, like from while I was with the label, just working with different people. Like I made some new relationships and new friendships with a lot of people. Feature wise, it got like Wiz on there, which was like a dream come true for me. It was like my manager Sam sent me the record, and I seen the Wiz Khalifa on the audio, name of the audio, and I was like, what is this? I played it and I was like, no way, this is crazy, right? And then the Good Charlotte record, I forget how that one fully came into. I think I was just like, yo, I think Good Charlotte would be sick. And then like Cisco and Sam made it happen when we got in the studio with them, because I guess they were down to hear me out. And then when I went and met them, we ended up talking for like an hour before I even played the music and just vibing out like on like a mentor, little bro type tip. Like, all right, play us some music. I played them the song. Like, oh, we love it. And then they're like, oh, let's hear the rest of the album. So I started playing them some records off the album, and it was like, yo, this is insane. And they were just like super behind it. I got Benji Madden to play guitar on Punk Heaven, one of the other records on that album, which was super cool too.
I mean, Good Charlotte, those guys are huge.
Yeah, huge. I grew up, man.
Yeah,
it's like
we were all listening to them growing up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and I remember I hung out with them one time at Lionel Richie's house.
Oh, wow.
Because one of them has a baby with
Yeah.
Nicole Richie.
Uh-huh.
So I remember I was at Lionel Richie's studio, like, I'm broke as fuck, like, in this, like, Bel Air palace, like, and there's, like, plaques everywhere, and, like, Louis everywhere, like, just lying around, like, discarded, like,
regular,
just regular old shit, and, like, you know, and like, here's this award, here's this platinum plaque, like, all just lying against the wall, discarded. Yeah, these guys are kind of connected to music royalty.
Yeah, no, the Madden brothers are definitely legit.
And you got YG on there.
Yeah, it's my boy.
Yeah, that's dope. Puya's on there.
Yeah, Puya's always been just a bundle of love and joy every time that I've met him in person. So, like, when I was thinking, like, who should we reach out to? That's my baby song. And I was like, I would never hear Puya on this, but I want to hear him on it. And then I sent it to him, and he killed it. He absolutely killed it. I love that verse. It's awesome.
And then Blackbear's on the first song.
Yeah, Blackbear's on the first song. We threw my boy Goody Grace on the Good Charlotte song as well too. So you got all the goods on that song.
Yeah, man. It's quite a project.
Yeah.
And it's coming out independently.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Pretty much.
For
the most part.
Yeah, through Bear Trap.
Yeah. It's all in the family.
All in the family. Bear Trap Township. Right? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah. That's my manager's production company's Township.
I mean, how does it feel to finally have your debut album come out? Because you've had mixtapes, but this is a little bit different.
It's been a long time. It's a lot more than just the fact that it is my debut album. I think it's everything that I went through to get it out and how long it's taken and all the valleys and peaks that I went through to get here. And like I told you, like I was crying on the way here, just tears of joy, whether it be like about my boy or the fact that it's actually out. It's like, this is surreal. You know what I mean? Like, I remember my manager this week is like, why aren't you pumped up? Like, the album's coming out. And I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel real yet, you know? Because last time when it was supposed to come out, it didn't come out the day it was supposed to come out. So it was kind of like, weird. But when it came out, 9 o'clock, I was like, whoa, this is crazy. I looked at my phone. It was on Apple Music. And I was just like, whoa, this is real, you know? Just pure joy. I'm for sure the happiest I've been in a very long time because the album's finally out, so.
Well, you've been around so much success. I mean, Post Malone was the biggest artist of 2019.
Yeah, and I was with him on the Stony tour.
You were on tour with this guy.
I got to see it from the beginning to where it is now.
And I'll be honest, like I always thought Post Malone was okay. I'm like, okay. I mean, his stuff is kind of catchy, cool, but I don't know. And then I saw this video of him doing. He was playing. Santeria by Sublime.
Oh yeah, he would do that on tour. Yeah, he is.
And I
so
was like
talented.
So blown away. He did it so well.
He's so talented.
Like,
I love Post. He's such a great human
I was
being.
just like, yo, like I've been sleeping on Post Malone.
Yeah.
He's actually way better than I thought. Like, he's insane.
Sometimes you just can't deny talent, you know, and it just takes a matter of time until people recognize it. But just the first time after I met him in person, I was like, you're a real cool dude. Like, you're not pretending at all. I like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're such a raw version of yourself that, like, people either hate it or love it, but most people are going to love it because it's like, he's a cool dude. And then his talent musically is just, like, next level.
Yeah, I believe he's the most streamed artist of 2019. Period.
Probably.
Literally, period, of any genre.
Yeah.
Period.
Congrats to my brother Posty and Dre and them. Man, y'all killed it.
And, you know, and people have compared you to in terms of the style.
Oh, of course. I mean, in the super early in my career, before I knew Post, I was like, damn, like, what a bummer. Like, both have hair buns. The only difference was, like, he was, like, way taller and bigger than I was. Right. So it was like, all right.
And the face tattoos came later.
Yeah, the face tattoos came later. He had the gold teeth, and I had, like, the gold fangs. So I took my fangs out. I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Can't compete against this guy.
I'm not even competing. It's just like I've always strived to be different.
Yeah.
In elementary, middle school, high school, because I am different. You know what I mean? I'm different than everyone else I grew up around. No one went through the stuff that I went through. A lot of people had like regular upbringings, and like it might seem like I did because I had a smile on my face and I did all the same stuff, but truly like I don't go home to my parents and have like a normal family situation. So I always wanted to stand out and do my own thing.
What do you think was your craziest Post Malone story?
When we were on tour in Florida, and I forget the name of this castle, but it's like, I don't even want to try and guess. It's basically like a porn castle, essentially. And we had a huge party there, and this dude brought out a flamethrower, and then just has Post and all us start shooting the flamethrower around in the backyard. Then he takes us back inside to his room, and he had a wall like 10 foot high, maybe like 10 feet wide, of just guns stacked like a GTA like gun store in his room. And he's like, yeah, pick a gun, just start shooting. I was like, I'd never seen anything like that before in my life, you know, maybe because I'm from California and a lot of the guns that he had were super illegal, but it was just wild to be in that environment. It was just like true rock star moment, and I like will never forget that.
Was this castle called the Sausage Castle?
That's exactly what it's called.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
I guess it was destroyed in a fire.
Really?
I mean, hence the whole flamethrower
That's
story.
so much more legendary now. That makes my story like 10 times more legendary and memorable. The fact that it burnt down. Wow. What a bummer.
A porn star who owns the infamous Sausage Castle modeled on Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion has been devastated after a fire. I know it's not funny.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but it's just so
but it is
ironic
kind of funny.
after we did that.
Funny, not
That
funny.
memory.
I mean,
Wow.
yeah. What's this guy's name? Hold on a second. Mike Busey.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this is all
Spiky
coming
hair?
together.
Yeah. I'm terrible with names. Like,
Nah, I
anyone
feel
that
you.
knows me will tell you, like, I'm amazing with faces, but names, I'm horrible.
Yeah, here he is. There's a picture of him. He's got some sort of crazy shotgun with a bunch of girls in the background. It says the
Sounds like
Sausage
the
Castle. There's like a unicorn and
Yeah, it was just naked chicks everywhere. And guns and flamethrowers. And
naked girls, guns, and
Bud
flamethrowers.
Light. Post loves Bud Light.
And you guys were just partying up in there.
Yeah, I think Smoke Perp was there too, because we were all on the same tour. It was wild.
Well, let's pour out some liquor for the Sausage Castle.
Yeah.
You know, it's not around anymore. I guess someone was.
Rest in peace to the castle.
You know, someone got a little too crazy with the flamethrower one day.
Brought it indoors or something. It's funny.
Oh man. Well, Young Pinch, man, congrats on everything you've been doing, coming out of a place where there is no role model or no blueprint for where you want to go. I mean, because you could be growing up in Compton and there's a bunch of people you could look up to. You could be from Long Beach and, you know, all these other places, you know, Oakland, and you could look up to people and you could hook up with people and people could help you along. But you kind of got it out the mud.
I had to.
On your own, with your own style, with your own fan base, with your own way of doing things.
Yeah, I feel like that's what means the world to me.
Yeah, man. It doesn't seem like you really switched it up. You still kept it consistent to how you came out and who you are. And, you know, the best music is always the honest music.
I
That
agree.
seems like that's what you're doing.
Got to be able to relate to it.
Yeah, man. Well, I wish you all the best.
Bro, thank you for having me.
Of course, man. My pleasure.
Bye.
Peace.